Good morning, children. Sairam, welcome back again in the computer class.
Today we will start with operating system. First we will discuss what is operating system. An operating system is the interface between the user and the hardware. It provides a medium to communicate with the computer system. An operating system controls the allocation of the resources and services such as memory, processors, device and the information. Now we will discuss the services provided by the operating system. Children, services provided by the operating system means what all work operating system does. First, program execution. Second, managing input-output operations. Third, file system manipulation. Fourth, manages communication. Fifth, error handling. Sixth, resources allocation. And seventh, resource protection. Children, now we will discuss all these services one by one in detail. First one is program execution. Now program execution, first of all children, what is the meaning of program? Program means the execution of the set of steps or set of instruction to complete a specific task. Okay. Now the program execution done by operating system is it loads a program in memory. Means it takes the input from the user and loads it in the memory. Executing a program, then it execute that input. Okay. Handles the execution of a program means handle the output, and at last provide a mechanism for the deadlock handling. Next service is manage input-output operations. Operating system provides the access to the required input-output devices when required. For example, children, whenever we are using the pen drive, then the access to the pen drive is given by the operating system. Performs read or write operations with any file or any specific input or output device. Yes, whenever we are copying data from the computer to the pen drive, that is done by the operating system. Next is the file system manipulation. The OS gives permission to the program for operating a file. Means if we are working on file, anything we are doing in the file, that is done by the operating system. The operating system provides an interface to the user to create or delete file. Yes, whenever we are deleting or we are creating a file, that is done with the help of operating system. The operating system provides an interface to the user to create or delete directories. Directories, children, you all know local disk C, local disk D, E, all are the directories. Got it? And we can delete or we can create the directories only with the help of operating system. The operating system provides interface to create the backup of the file system. The OS keeps a record of permissions given to a file by the user, like read only, read write, execute only, and so on. Now, the next service provided by the operating system is manages communication. Manages communication, children, it manages the communication between the different operating system, or manages the communication between the input output devices also. The OS help in transferring data between two processes. OS has to see that whether the two processes are on different computer or on one computer. Error handling. Yes, children. This one is the most important service provided by the operating system. It takes care of a computer system and it tells the user that the computer have bugs or not, or the computer is working smoothly or not. OS constantly remain aware of the possible error. In case of error occurrence, OS take the appropriate action to ensure correct and consistent computing. The next is resource allocation. Resource allocation, children, is the service in which the operating system provides the resources to the user whenever it's required. OS uses scheduler to manage all the kinds of the resources. OS uses algorithm for CPU scheduling so that optimum uses of CPU can be done. Resource protection. Resource protection, operating system sure that all the access to the system resources is controlled. Yes, children, whenever the resources are provided, it is controlled and it is managed by the operating system also. Operating system provide authentication feature for each user by means of a password. Children, this is the diagram in which here it is mentioned that the input is given to the canal and then canal perform and it provides the input given by the user to the application for the further processing. Now we will discuss why we need operating system. Okay, children, the operating system is required for a computer system for the proper functioning of a computer system. There are many jobs and many services that a operating system does for a computer system, like easy interaction between the user and the computer. This one is the most important work that is done by an operating system. Starting computer operations automatically when power is turned on means that the working of a computer system starts immediately and automatically when we switch on a computer system. Loading and scheduling user program. Controlling input and output devices and input and output data. Controlling program execution. Managing main memory uses. Providing the security to the user program. Now we will discuss about the functions of operating system. What all functions that operating system provide. We will discuss memory management, process management, device management, file management, coordination between user and software. Let's discuss all the functions in detail. First start with memory management. Children, memory management is related to the primary memory or the main memory, as main memory has the fast storage and it is accessed directly by the CPU. So in this operating system does the following activities, like it allocates the memory when the process requests it to do so. It means that it provides the memory when the process requests. After the process is terminated, it deallocates the memory. It also keeps a track of primary memory in which it checks that which part is currently in use and which part is free. Okay, clear with the memory management? Now we will discuss about the process management. Process management is related to the multi-programming environment of the operating system, in which operating system decides which process gets the processor and when and how much time will be given to each process. Okay. In this, the OS does the activities like it allocates the processor to the process. When the processor is no longer is required, then it deallocates the processor. Okay. It also keep a track of the processor and keep the track of status of process. Got it? Basically in this, it keeps the track on the traffic of data in the process management. Got it? Now we will discuss about device management. Device management, children, is related to the communication with the device using their respective drivers. In this, the operating system does the following activities, like it allocates the device in a efficient manner. It deallocates the device. It decide which process get the device when and for how much time. Okay. It keep track of all the devices. Now we will discuss about the file management. File management deals with the storage of data in the form of file on the secondary storage devices. The operating system keeps a track of how the file is saved and on which sector or track the file has been saved. It also picks up the file from the specified location at a time of data retrieval. Got it? Now we will discuss about the coordination between the user and the software. In this, operating system tries to coordinate between the instruction given by the user and the software. Now we will discuss about types of operating system. There are many types of operating system. First we will start with single user, single tasking. In this type of operating system, one user can do one task at a time. Okay. By this picture, it is clear, children, only one user is there and doing a single job. The example of this type of operating system is DOS operating system. Next one is the single user multitasking. In this type of operating system, a single user can have several programs in operating system at a same time. Example, Windows. Yes, for example, children, in Windows I can do the typing of a document while in background I can play music. Got it? So at a same time I can do different tasks. So it is known as single user multitasking. Next one is multiple user. Children, multiple user operating system is that operating system which allows the multi-user to work at a same time. In this type of operating system, children, the operating system makes sure that the requirements of various users should be balanced, and each of the program they are using have sufficient and separate resources. Okay, and the example of this type of operating system is Unix and Linux, etc. This is the diagram of multi-user. Next one is distributive operating system. Distributive operating system use multiple central processor to serve multiple real-time application and multiple user. In this type of operating system, children, the system look like an ordinary centralized operating system, but it runs on multiple independent CPUs. These independent processors are known as sites, nodes, computers, and so on. Next one is time sharing operating system. Children, time sharing operating system is a technique in which many people can use a particular complex operating system at a same time. In this type of operating system, children, the processor time is shared among different users, and the process time are used in such a way that multiple jobs are executed by the CPU by switching between them. Okay, but the switching occurs frequently so that the user can receive immediate response. Got it? The next one is network operating system. This run on a server and provides such capabilities to the server so that it can manage data efficiently. The network operating system, children, is that operating system which allows to share files and printer access among the multiple computer in a network. Got it? Example of network operating system is Windows Server 2003, Mac, etc. Now the last one is real-time operating system. Real-time operating system is a data processing system in which the time interval required to process and respond to the input is very small. Children, this type of operating system are those in which the real time is based on its ability to complete its task within the specific deadlines. Got it? And the example of this type of operating system are in the scientific machine experiments. This type of operating systems are used in medical imaging system, in robot, in home alliances, etc. are the example of the real-time operating system. Now we will discuss about some common operating system. DOS, Unix, Windows, BOS, Macintosh, mobile operating system. These we will discuss. First we will start with DOS. Children, DOS operating system is an operating system that is designed by the Microsoft First of all, it is designed by the Microsoft, and it is widely used by the personal computers, and it is the first widely installed by the personal computers. It is a operating system that is single user, single tasking, and it is developed by the Microsoft. This is the interface of the DOS operating system. Unix operating system. It was first developed in 1960s and has been developed by the Sun Microsoft. Okay, it is a multi-user, multitasking operating system for server, desktops and laptops. And children, the Linux is the updated version of the Unix. Okay, this is the logo of Unix and Linux. Now, Windows operating system. Windows operating system, children, we all know it is widely used in our personal computers and in many corporates also. Windows operating system that was produced by Microsoft and released by Microsoft NT family. It is the graphical user interface operating system. Graphical user interface means, children, it provides the graphical applications for the communication between the user and the hardware. It is the very attractive interface that provides a user friendly interface between the user and the hardware. Next is BOS, Bharat Operating System Solution. This operating system, children, is designed for the people who don't know or those who are not comfortable with the English language. This operating system is provided in many languages such as Assami, Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, etc. so that the user, those who are not comfortable with the English language, can use the operating system and can do their work in the computer system. Next one is Macintosh. This operating system is also known as Mac and it was developed by the Apple. The operating system was introduced in 1984 and it is the operating system which is introduced by the Apple itself. This one is the logo of the Mac operating system. Now children, we will discuss about mobile operating system. Just we have covered many computer operating system. Both are same, but the difference is that mobile operating system works for the mobile phone, cell phone, tablets, smartwatches, etc. It works same as it provides the interface between the user and the mobile phone. There are many mobile operating systems like Android, iOS, Windows, etc. Now, Android, children, it is a Linux based platform for the mobile phone. The iOS is a operating system from the Apple and it is used in iPhone, iPod, iPad, etc. The Windows operating system is provided again by the Microsoft and it is available for both the smartwatches, the phone, mobile phone, or for many handheld devices. Now we will talk about directory and file system. The directory is basically a storage location where we save our files or subfolder. When we save our files or folder is a storage device. There has to be an organized way of storing these files and folder. So in our computer, children, there are local disk C, D, E, F and so on according to our storage. Normally in C we are keeping our program files, or in C we are having our operating system. In D and E we are having our files related to our choice or related to our work. Each directory or folder can have files and subdirectory or subfolders. Yes children, a file is a named storage location where the data is stored. Got it about the directory and the file system? Now children, we will learn working with the files and the folder. In that, first of all, we will learn how to create a new folder. Now I will show you how to create a new folder. For that, just right click on the screen. After right clicking, we will have a option new. In new option, we are having the option folder. Click on that folder option. We are having the new folder, and by default we are having the name of new folder as new folder 4. Clear how to create a new folder? Finding files and folders. Now children, I will show you how to find the files and folder. Go to the My Computer option. In that, you go to the search area. For example, I want to search the new folder 4. I will type there new folder 4 and I will click on the enter option. It will search and look, this green line is showing that it is searching in the computer. So children, it has given me the result. Here I am having my folder new folder 4. So clear how to search the folder and file in the computer system? Opening the file and the folder. Now I will tell you how to open the files or folder. You just only have to double click on the folder, then you are able to open it. One more method is there. We can just right click on it. There is a option open. We can click on open and the folder is open. Moving, copying files or folder. Now look and learn how to move a folder. Children, there are two methods. By dragging method, first I am telling you, for that you have to click, left click on the folder, just hold the click and drag that folder wherever you want to move. You have an image here. I hope you are able to see, and you can leave that button wherever you want to paste. For example, I want to move folder 2 to folder 1. I will leave it and here it is moved. Got it? Deleting file or folder. Now look and learn how to delete a folder. Just right click a folder. There is an option delete and you can delete this folder by choosing the yes option. Understood? There is one more method. You just select the folder and click the delete key from the keyboard and again choose the yes option and you can delete the folder. Creating shortcut. Now children, I am telling you how to create the shortcut. So again right click on the folder you want to create the shortcut of whichever folder. Click on the create shortcut option and here it is the shortcut. Understood? I hope you are clear with how to create, move, delete and creating the shortcut of the folder. Now we will discuss shutting down the computer system. Children, we should shut down our computer properly so that our operating system saves our all Windows settings and write the information frequently available in the memory to our hard disk. We have finished our chapter number 3. Now children, you will do this home assignment in your fair notebook. Along with this home assignment, you will do the question answers from the PDF that I will provide you. I hope children you have finished your whole work in your fair notebook. Take care of yourself children. Thank you. Sai Ram.